It was the first film in a successful trilogy, centered around mistaken identity, royal romance, and baking. The Princess Switch is a 2018, festive, romantic Christmas comedy that playfully embraces the classic Prince and the Pauper switcheroo trope. The story begins in Chicago with Stacy De Novo, a meticulous baker who was encouraged by her best friend, Kevin Richards, and his daughter, Olivia, to enter a prestigious royal Christmas baking contest in the fictional European kingdom of Belgravia. Stacy, reluctant due to a recent breakup, agrees, hoping for a change of pace. Upon arriving in Belgravia, Stacy is setting up for the competition when she bumps into her rival, who spills coffee on her apron. While changing, Stacy encounters Lady Margaret Delacourt, Duchess of Montenaro, who is also in Belgravia for her Christmas Day wedding to Prince Edward. They are shocked to discover they look absolutely identical. Margaret, exhausted by royal duties and longing for 2 days of normal life before her highly publicized marriage, proposes an audacious plan: they should switch places for 48 hours. After a little convincing, Margaret promising to sponsor Olivia for a prestigious ballet program, Stacy was convinced by her plea and agrees. Moving ahead with the mix-up romance. Stacy acts like Margaret. She is initially overwhelmed by royal life, but finds herself drawn to the thoughtful and honorable Prince Edward. Stacy uses her structured personality to encourage Edward to be more spontaneous and involved in charitable acts, and Edward, in turn, finds himself falling for his fiancée's surprisingly down-to-earth, genuine charm. On the other side of the story, Margaret acts like Stacy. She struggles with common tasks like making toast, but relishes the simple, joyful life with Kevin and his delightful daughter, Olivia. Margaret and Kevin share an easy, warm chemistry, and she realizes she loves the freedom of being with someone who treats her as a person, not a duchess. Olivia quickly figures out the switch but keeps the secret. Though both couples are now deeply in love, Stacy and Margaret must switch back before the baking competition and the royal wedding. During the competition, Stacy faces sabotage from her rival, but wins anyway, proving her talent. The Queen of Belgravia, who had become suspicious, orchestrates a final test, leading the switch to be exposed. Margaret confesses her true feelings to Prince Edward, who, realizing he is in love with Stacy, agrees to step aside. Prince Edward, having seen Stacy's true, genuine self, finds Margaret and realizes she is the woman he fell for. He proposes again, and this time, it is real. 1 year later, the film concludes at the royal Christmas wedding of Stacy De Novo and Prince Edward. Margaret and Kevin are happily dating, with Margaret catching the bouquet, setting up the sequel for their own eventual happy ending.